And here we are again with another Glypha Games and Sims video unboxing 2023 Topps Bowman. So let's get underway. Let's make this little surgical precision cut here so I don't damage the contents. There we go. Garbage out of the way, safety first, fold up the knife, and that will tighten up. Prop it up. Let's take a look, see what Bowman's got for us. 10 cards in each pack, 24 packs per box. This will be a pretty long rip, at least all things considered. Rookie of the Year favorite, Vaughn Grissom. Favorite, that's about it, I guess. Starts out slow, but still a nice Vinny rookie right here off the bat. Just move these guys over here. Got Drew Jones and Gunnar Henderson featured here on the cover. Of course, only one of those guys has panned out so far. Ooh, that's tinder for the fire there. Bowman Scouts Top 100 of Kyle Harrison. Andy Pajas sights on September. Well, he's already got a couple rings, crazy as that is. We've got Termar Johnson at a 150. Highly rated prospect here. I don't know if that's just dust. Pirates have a ton of young prospects. Tamar's one of them. Let's see if he actually ends up panning out. It's a nice blue wave parallel though. Tony still in the Angels. Nice harp. Mason Wynn, he's doing some great things for the Cardinals right now. There's that Drew Jones first Bowman. That Carlos Jorge. It's like a diamond sparkle card. It's gonna be an auto in here somewhere. Just have to see what it ends up being. Adley's a rookie. This guy I wanted the Phillies to trade for in the offseason. This pack is a little thick. Let's see if it's just a feeling. There's the auto. All right, wasn't It wasn't the feeling, Luis Ravello. Gonna be honest, don't know a ton about him. It's a cool auto. It's on the card. It's on the chrome. I like it. I'm gonna have to do some research after this. There's a Roman Anthony first Bowman. I assume those are fairly valuable as far as good grades go. I don't know how they sell raw, but should be pretty nice. Well, now that we got the guaranteed auto, just have some fun here. Miguel Cabrera. I thought this was about another Vaughn Grissom. Top 100 scout, so Trey Sweeney. Parada. Matt Mervis. Here's another, I guess it's kind of like a green parallel. Not quite sure what that is. It's outside uni on Lewis Roberts, sick. Senga rookie, alright. Rookie of the Year favorites, Chrome Gunnar Henderson. That's a cool card. It's a nice insert. Another numbered card, Mickey Romero. 108 out of 199. This is purple, it looks like. Again, not a guy I know a lot about, but that's what I like about Bowman. You get a lot of these first cards in there. A bunch of guys, if you're not on on the Dynasty team, especially in looking back several years, you don't really know about. They could have fallen off the face of the planet. Looks like green chrome parallel again. Pull a bunch of that Hyu Lee, and as a Phillies fan, if I haven't heard of him, probably means it's kind of rough, but it is what it is. Colton Carroll rookie. It's a cool card. Curtis Mead sights in September. James Outman, great baseball name. Jonathan Aranda rookie. Another nice insert. We do love some Ellie. Jackson Holiday, not his first Bowman, but it's a guy the Orioles desperately need. Here we go. Scherzer on the Mets. There you go. Reese in the red jersey. I like that card. The Gunner. Christian Hernandez. Not quite rising to the level of Ellie, but do love me some good inserts. Then the Tamar, as far as the Prospects Presents. Man, they're just shoving all these in here. Pack after pack. So far, only the Elliott one's been guy that's come through. Shows you what a crapshoot it can be sometimes with these prospects. There we go. Ballesteros, it's a guy who's coming up for the Cubs right now and raking. He was also huge. We'll get to him last. Rookie of the Year favorites again. Not quite Miguel Vargas. I got mad love for you, but not gonna hit. There's another Drew Jones. There you go. This first Bowman. He's got a sweet swing. Dude could be raking for a while. Kumar Rocker. He's been hyped for a minute. Dude needs to stay healthy. Colton Cowser, man. Down year. Another Jackson Holiday, Bowman Chrome. Number 28, Jax Job. It's a cool background in that card. Sheeta rookie. Again, I like how that card looks. Just like a Bowman looks in general. Big Christmas. He had a couple epic moments, but he might be washed by now too. All right. Down to the final four here. That's a guy the Orioles wish they had back, right? All right. We've got Drew Jones. I don't know what parallel this is, but this is a nice card. BS-2. In fact, I've got Drew Jones on my Dynasty team, and I hope he really kind of comes around. It's a sweet card. Still young, you never know. Max Muncy, one of the Max Muncies. Get a kick out of that. Tovar. Another Drew Jones. Man, they are really loving that. All right. This is BI1. It's a thick freaking card. Take a look at that. It's the Invicta. I'm going to start a Drew Jones PC here after all this. Man, they're really milking it hard. Michael Harris rookie. All right. Naylor rookie. Final pack. Got Trey Sweeney ending it out. Doesn't look like a ton of color in there. It's probably just a normal rip. This is the vet pack here to start. Well, there goes a whole box of Bowman 2023 hobby. I've got some research to do. I got to figure out what I got. We'll kind of take a look at that in the overall grading of the set. Okay, so let's get around to the grading here of 2023 Bowman. First things first, we've got the base card design. Honestly, the base cards are a little boring. They don't do a whole lot for me. Not terribly innovative. I'm going to give it a 3. Inserts. I talked a lot about inserts in the video. Some of the inserts that we got include the Scouts Top 100, the Modern Prospects, Sights on September, Rookie of the Year favorites. That one Drew Jones was a spotlight card. I think they're pretty nice. It's nice that it centers around prospects, young guys, great for, when you've got a really big rookie class. I think they're all kind of different. They look good. These are kind of the best inserts that I've seen so far. They're not wildly creative. And, they kind of don't necessarily pop off the paper, but I'm going to give it an 8. I think value here is where we start to take a pretty big hit. Bought this secondhand. I think when I was looking in the winter to try and price things out, it was around $250 for a box. That kind of hiked up as we got closer to season and people were looking to buy more, and that cost me around $350, which is a lot. You do get a lot of cards. It's very rookie based, which does help kind of overall potential value. You do get some inserts. You are guaranteed an auto. Those are all nice things, but if you are looking for a guaranteed auto, you can pay over $200 less and grab a Series 1. I'm giving the value a 3. Hits. The hits is where I'm a little conflicted on, so let's talk about the Drew Jones Invicta. Did pull that Invicta, which I wasn't sure what it was when I was ripping, which does come 1 to every 224 packs. But if it's not a guy who is going to kind of be amazing, and obviously Drew Jones is a little bit of an exception. He was a cover athlete for 2023 Bowman, but has just been on the decline since then. That card, that Invicta, is supposed to be 1 in 224 packs, which is close to what a case hit would be. It's like a $10 card. Again, we're looking 3 years in the past, so there's a lot of variability there. But the hits are extremely hit or miss. And with some of the color number parallels, I think there are too many. They go a little too hard. So the Tamar Johnson was out of 150, was a blue ray wave. There's also a blue shimmer out of 150, and as to why there are that many blue variants of the same number is kind of stupid. Then we want to talk about the Mickey Romero. That's a fuchsia lunar out of 199 serialed. There's also a regular fuchsia out of 199, and there are also lunar glow refractors. I think there are too many parallels. It's a little too parallel heavy, too similar in the parallels. That kind of stuff annoys me. Since it's so middle of the road, it's just getting a 5 overall. But then we want to talk wild card. The one thing that I like about Bowman, I've always liked about Bowman, is typically, obviously, kind of depends on what you get, but you get a lot of pretty good value and you get a lot of good cards. So the value, obviously, price dependent. You're going to pay a little bit more and potentially miss more wilder swings, longer ranges for previous years, kind of like what happened here. But on the whole, if you're buying Bowman new, you get a lot of those prospects. You get young guys, tons of rookie cards, tons of first cards. That's all great stuff. There's good inserts. I just like Bowman in general more than I like the other two. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 9 overall, which is going to help bring up some of the other scores, but still it's going to kind of just be a little bit of a downward trend here overall from Series 1, giving Bowman a total value of 28.